Well, let's move on now because the UK Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, has described Nigel Farage as a mad experiment as he held an entire press conference just to attack the Reform UK leader. And look, it didn't quite go as planned as the Labor leader was taken to task by the press pack.
Do you think one of the problems is that Nigel Farage can approximate talking like a human being, where you just resort to talking points and dodging questions?
The speed of the decline in your popularity is historically unprecedented. Isn't this speech today an admission that you have failed and Nigel Farage understands voters better than you?
Nigel Farage has 5 MPs, you've got 403. Are you panicking because Reform is so far ahead in the polls, it seems? Is he living rent-free in your brain?
Oh dear. Joining me now is Reform UK Councillor Darren Grimes. Darren, nice to see you again. Thank you for joining me. Gee, that turned out to be a train wreck for the Prime Minister. How worried must Keir Starmer be that he actually held an entire press conference about Nigel Farage?
Oh, he's as obsessed as Meghan Markle is with the royal family, Danica. I tell you that. Look, you know you've got them rattled when the PM holds an entire press conference dedicated to Mr Farage. It's like that scene from Mean Girls, isn't it? Why are you so obsessed with me? You know? And here's the thing. While Starmer's obsessing over reform, he's completely ignoring other issues that absolutely matter to ordinary people. Danica, let's spell out a quick picture. Mass migration, unchecked. There's no serious attempt to stop the boats crossing the English Channel like the Australians did with their small boat crisis. And he refuses to take us out of the European court so that we can actually deport dangerous foreign criminals, even suggesting today that those that want to leave that foreign court are tantamount to Nazis. I kid you not. And this is all because he cares more about his lawyers losing their lucrative legal aid contracts, fighting the deportation of dangerous foreign criminals. And ultimately, this is what you get when you put a metropolitan middle manager that ought to be a bank clerk in charge of running Great Britain, right? He's got the charisma of a damp rag and he's got the actual people skills of one of those AI robots. Honestly, I tell you what, no wonder he's scared of Nigel Farage. He's got the personality, he's got the priorities, he's got the patriotism. We're going to do this, Danica.
Oh, well, look, that's one of the best descriptions I think I've ever heard, I've got to say, Darren, and you're not wrong. I mean, the guy is just an absolute wet blanket by the sounds. Now, look, I've got to ask you, because there's been some backlash to the council that you're, of course, a councillor of, you're a part of, for removing the Pride and Ukrainian flags, which had been flying outside the headquarters. I think it's truly baffling that those flags were even being flown at a council building. But, Darren, the left are very upset about it.
Oh, the left are absolutely pearl-clutching. They're shaken to the very core because we've taken down a foreign flag, and a flag that's come to represent not equality, but actually the lack of safeguarding for children within the gender movement. You know, when did council buildings, Danica, become virtue signalling billboards? You see this in Australia as well. We're not actually elected to fix the potholes and empty bins, apparently. We're here to fly flags for every fashionable cause that comes along. I mean, the Pride flag, the Ukrainian flag, what's got to fly next? A flag for National Vegan Week? You know, local councils need to get back to basics, focusing on issues that matter, not international politics or identity-obsessed pronouns. You know, the fact that they're more outraged about flag removal than they are about constant increases in taxation ought to tell you everything you need to know about their priorities. It's pronouns over people, and we are quite the reverse, Danica.
Yeah, good on you. Good on you and the council for sticking your ground on that one. Absolutely, it's baffling that those flags were even being flown. Now, to some sad news, Darren. I know that you'll be devastated to hear that Meghan Markle's latest podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, has come to an end after 8 episodes. We'll miss these sorts of insights.
I really like being in the garden. And running a business, funny enough, it's a lot like gardening. Some seasons are for blooming, others are for planting seeds, but most of the work, especially early on, it's tending to the soil, it's the foundation.
Oh, Darren, what a shame we won't get to hear that.
Oh, honestly, my cringe radar just went off the scale. I tell you that. Bless her heart. You know, she's been taught, actually, she was saying on a podcast with the founder of Spanx, a billionaire, I believe, that actually she feels guilty about, or she's been taught to feel guilty about being rich. And she says, you never stop worrying about losing all that money. I mean, she's certainly got over that hurdle, though, hasn't she? If she's selling jam at the prices that she is. She's made millions from trashing the royal family. She's signed mega deals on Netflix and Spotify. This Montecito mansion costing more than an entire person's street, and now she's worried about never having enough and cancelling our podcast and all these other things. The audacity is just breathtaking. The lack of self-awareness is off the scale. I cannot believe she's sort of become the modern Marie Antoinette, you know, preaching about inequality whilst being sat in a mansion on the size and scale at which she enjoys.
Yeah.
Actually stepping outside her Hollywood bubble and meeting actual people, you know, that's what she had a chance to do in Britain through charity galas and all the like, and she hated it. I think that tells you everything you need to know about the woman, does it not, Danica?
Oh, I completely agree with you. Sad times. We won't get to hear those gardening adventures of hers. Councillor Darren Grimes, good to chat with you. Thank you very much for joining me on the show this evening.